I guess this is going to be like a podcast because I'm just driving, but I just wanted to say a quick thing. I hear a lot of people talk about like what you call it, like genetic problems. Like I'll say, to someone who obviously eats very unhealthy, and it's not just about body fat percentage. It's about like skin and hair and nails and eyes and their general demeanor and their energy levels and brain fog or you just see them eating and they're eating junk and I'll be like you got it like and they've got like chronic health problems that not being overweight but like other stuff um, and they'll say it's genetic and I'm like yeah but like you're eating really healthy and they're like yeah but it's genetic, it's not to do with my diet. I'm like okay, so you have a genetic health problem, and you're like, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it worse by eating unhealthy? Like I don't understand that, because even if the food that you eat literally doesn't affect the health problem you have at all, like at all, doesn't make it worse in the slightest, it's gonna give you other health problems, which are gonna make you feel like shit on top of the health problem you already have. So to me, it's like, what? Like, and a lot of people who say they have genetic health problems, they don't. It's hereditary. So your grandparents ate junk, your parents ate junk, and now you eat junk. Like you look at an unhealthy group of like set of parents, and are their kids healthy? No, their kids are horribly out of shape, and eat because they eat the same thing. And then you have people where it's not to do with the genes at all, in which case, like I said, you should still eat healthy because it's going to, you know, you need to eat healthy more than the average person because you have genetic health problems. Or you'll say, I have a genetic problem and it has nothing to do with my diet, but there are numerous autoimmune problems that are genetic where what you eat causes an autoimmune problem in you because of your genes, because your body is different and reacts to foods more um, problematically um, because of your genes. So when you're saying my genes don't affect the problem, they're the whole reason you have a problem with, or they're not. They have nothing to do with food. They're the reason, like it directly. Your genes have to do with food directly, and that can also be possible. And it's common, and you see that in like muscular sclerosis. People will be like, "Oh, it's just this thing that just happens. It's incurable." Meanwhile, you've got this. It's because you have genes where your immune system is like ready to kick ass and take names, and it sees certain things you eat. It's like, let's just destroy everything, and it goes after your nervous system, and now you've got MS. And I'm not saying that's the only reason anyone ever gets MS. I think I'm not an expert on MS, but there are well documented cases where people change their diet and they're like can barely function, they can barely move, they're wheelchair bound, and then they're just fine. And the second they start eating those foods again, then they start having problems again. So it's like their genes cause their body to develop a certain way as they grew and turn into adults, and then now their body will attack itself if they eat certain foods. So when they're like, "Oh, it has nothing to do with my diet. It's genetic." It's like, well, genetic could mean what you eat is now a problem because your body's different. It handles food differently, responds to it differently. Or it could be hereditary, or it could really have nothing at all to do with anything, but like that you eat. But it's still so. But in all circumstances, having to do like if you have any kind of genetic problem, or you just think you do, then you should be eating healthy. That's not an excuse to not eat healthy. It means it's more important for you to be healthy. So I don't understand the whole, well, I got this genetic problem, and I'm like, I'm just gonna keep eating Cheetos. It's like you're killing yourself on top of your body having problems. You know, I don't, it just blows my mind. So I just wanted to say that.